And welcome back to Take Action News, everybody. Special shout out to everybody, our syndicated stations. We've been talking about an interview that we did in our last hour with Mumia Abu-Jamal. One of his defenders, Professor Joanna Fernandez, joins us. It is her contention that the courts should grant Mumia Abu-Jamal a retrial. And again, we're talking about the fact that the courts, though, have taken a different opinion. Professor Fernandez, you were just making a point at the top of the hour. I want to let you finish that. Go ahead.
So essentially, the Third Circuit Court of Appeals denied Mumia the grievance or relief on the issue of discrimination in jury selection. That issue is known as the Batson Issue. The dissenting judge in this three-judge panel, Tom Ambrose, said in his eloquent opinion that he doesn't understand why this court has denied Mumia this claim, when in fact they offered this claim or granted it to previous defendants who presented the same exact evidence. Just to be clear,
that is a claim about the composition of the jury being biased. It is not a claim about the evidence in this case, correct?
Well, in fact, what's important, the importance of that is that the Batson issue and claim would have gotten him into the courtroom for a new trial, which would have allowed his attorneys to actually investigate the evidence. Mumia was convicted in the absence of material evidence. The coroner said that he lost a very important fragment of the bullet, which would have determined what caliber bullet shot Officer Faulkner.
That's true, but Professor Fernandez, there were also other bullet fragments that were pulled out of Officer Faulkner, which matched the .38 caliber revolver that was found on Mumia. Oh, and also by the 5 shell casings that were next to him on the street.
Why was it that the police department failed to conduct the paraffin tests? The paraffin
because they felt that their argument is that the gun was mishandled and that a paraffin test would have been a challenge because that the gun, you know, there was no way to protect the integrity of the crime scene, which is why they felt. I want to encourage everybody, and Professor Fernandez, we have to wrap this up, but I want to encourage everybody. What's the website for people who want to know more about Mumia and about his cause? Where can they go if they want to help you or if they want to learn more about this case?
The evidence in this case and the disaster that it was in the courtroom, the racism, the fact that he was tried without material evidence is all articulated in the Amnesty International report. The Amnesty International report, which is called A Life in the Balance, the case of Mumia Abu-Jamal. It is a 34-page report written in 2000 that goes through the case inside out and that demonstrates that this case was a travesty of justice and that it's and it actually makes an argument for his innocence. I think that Mumia is innocent. Many people around the world believe he's innocent. He has maintained his innocence, but unfortunately the media has pretty much engaged in a blackout around the facts of this case.
Professor Fernandez, that's not fair, and you know it. A lot of media have taken an honest look at this, ranging from national organizations like ABC News to our organization to others have written about this case, and they've concluded that the evidence that Amnesty International, that defense lawyers have put forward is simply not credible, doesn't hold up, and in fact falls apart. But we've got to end it there, Professor Joanna Fernandez. We do appreciate you taking the time on Take Action News and joining us. And folks, if you want to rehear the interview that we had with Mumia Abu-Jamal, which I challenged him on the case, you can go to our YouTube channel, Take Action News TV. It'll be up on YouTube pretty soon. You can also always sign up for our podcast on Stitcher or on iTunes.